Hey fellow RVers, this is Gary and Sharon, Rough Road RV Life. Well, we are headed to Beckley Exhibition Coal Mine and RV Park to camp here in West Virginia, city of Beckley. And I think this is where we turn in, right here. See what this is all about. Looks interesting so far. Alrighty.
That's where I need to go check in. Okay, we're gonna check in and check this place out. So we're gonna just show you right here. We are right there. That is our site. Site number 3. There is site number 4. And right next to it, site number 5. So there you can see how, you know, the distance, we're pretty close to each other, but it's not bad. 5, that is picnic area and a trail up there, very beautiful. And then coming around here, right down below is the coal mine exhibition.
800 feet, turn right onto Howard Avenue.
There's site 6, site 7, site 8, and site 9. We just passed 10, but there's site 11, site 12, 13, 14, 15, and the last two are 16 and 17. Here's these first few sites. Right there, site 1. Actually, site 1 has a nice yard. Site 2, site 3, and so on. There's that trail that enters the woods right there. And we are off today on a field trip. We'll fill you in on that field trip and our wrap up. There is part of the Beckley Exhibition Coal Mine historical buildings right there. They have guides that tell you all about them. And then there's the youth exhibition right there, which has some fun things for kids. The coal mine tours and other historic buildings. The youth museum. The Beckley Exhibition Coal Mine and Coal Camp. And our field trip today is New River Gorge National Park and Preserve. That's where we're headed on this nice, chilly, almost fall day.
So folks, that was our, I don't guess it was a drive about, well I guess it was a drive about
That was
tour.
our short
Little
drive about.
tour here at Beckley Exhibition Coal Mine and the campground is next to it here at Beckley, West Virginia. There's 17 sites here and it is an asphalt site. It is pretty level. It's water, electric, and sewer. The only thing I have is that the site backing in is narrow. There's not a lot of wiggle room on the pad to stay on the pad.
Because it's hilly. There's like a slope
There's
going
like
down.
steps. They're
and a
like on
slope.
steps.
Because we're on a hill. We're actually on a mountain here, a little mountain.
And when you open your door, our side door anyway, when you walk out, it goes up like that. So you really can't put any carpet down or like dog pens because it goes straight up.
On some sites. Now there are a handful of sites here. Site number 1 we really like because you have a nice living area. Most of the living areas are behind your RV.
Like where we're at now.
And
this is our picnic table. Our RV is over there.
Right.
Yep. It is. So that is the park. Our Verizon service here for me was sometimes a little slow.
Yeah.
But
doable.
It did work. Right over here or over there, they do have a trail that goes around. It's about a mile around the campground here. And over there, during season, they have a pool with a giant slide that goes round and round and goes into the pool.
Yeah.
They also have some tennis courts over there. It's part of New River Park also.
Yes.
So they have all that going on over there. And besides the campground here. Now this campground is self-contained. They do not have a dump station. And on the website it says that they do not have restrooms, although there are restrooms right here visible, but they have a keypad lock on them, and we don't have a code for them.
Right, and we didn't ask
So,
because
yeah.
we are self-contained, but the website says self-contained units only.
Right.
So you might want to check if you're going to be in need of a bathhouse.
But it is a full-service water, electric, and sewer, 50-30 amp.
In this wooded setting, while we were setting up, a deer just walked right out of the woods.
Right.
So there are deer here.
So that is the campground. Like I said, it's only 17 sites.
Okay, the cost I'll put down in the notes, or I'll put right
I think
here.
it was 30.
30. I want to say $35, but if that is incorrect, we will
Or
put
it
the
could have been
correct
42.
price. Yeah, they do rent by the month. I mean, you can do monthly rental, weekly rental, or daily rental. I don't know what the restrictions are there. We just saw that on the website.
Yes. You know, daily, weekly, monthly.
And you can reserve online. And when you reserve online, it is through, and I forget, it's, you know how you go to reserve and it's these different vendors that have the site. Well, they have this site. This is a city park, City of Beckley site, but you can also, when you're booking, you can go ahead and book your coal mine tour there, or you can book later, or you can pay at the door. But we'll talk about that in a minute.
So that's basically the campground, 17 sites, walking trail, tennis
Picnic
courts,
areas out
picnic
here.
area.
Yeah, just really
And that's basically what you got here, self-contained.
scenic park. You can see the mountains off in the distance.
So you can actually, from the campground, you go right over here and you can walk right down into the exhibition coal mine exhibit. Or you can drive right around the block and park in the parking lot if you choose. It's right there. It's literally right around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
And that is what you do. You go to the coal mine, park in their parking lot, register, then you leave the parking lot and you come back to the road. Well, it comes back up to the campground. So the campground is this side of, well, it's not at the coal mine, but you still check in at the coal mine, then come back over here and park.
Mm-hmm.
So with all that's being said about the campground, now like we were just saying, you go right out here and you're right at the Beckley coal mine, exhibition coal mine, which is what this campground sits on top of, is the coal mine.
Yeah, it's right under.
So you can go there and take a tour of the coal mine, and they sit you in a cart pulled by a little like train or whatever it is.
It's on tracks
It's
and
on
it goes
tracks,
into the coal
and
mine.
you go back into the coal mine, which is 58 degrees.
It's very safe, not
So I'll
scary.
let Sharon talk a little bit more about the coal mine.
Well, we're going to be doing a video to explain a little bit more about it, but just know that if you come here, I've never been in a coal mine before, and I had very limited knowledge of how they worked, and especially this one. And so the tour guides here have to be retired coal miners.
He was 47 years in the coal mines.
Yes, since 1975. So he's seen coal mining evolve over the years. So it's very interesting listening to him talk and about coal mining in general, but also coal mining specifically in this coal mine. So it's a really great experience. You can ask questions, and there's a museum there. There's a coal mine museum, as well as the buildings, historical buildings, set up like a coal mine camp.
It's 58 degrees in the coal mine, and it's about a 35-minute tour.
Right, and if you want to know about how long to plan for, we spent 3 hours there just poking around, exploring the buildings. We even went into the youth museum and checked that out. Even though it's for kids, it was kind of fun. We had fun with the scream room. And then they have the log cabin homestead.
Right.
with some log cabins and some farm equipment, and they actually have guides in the different locations and these historic houses that kind of explain what you're looking at and what was used back in the day.
Right. So it's very interesting, something that's right next door to go do. Spend 3 hours.
Mm-hmm. The prices are very reasonable. So adults are $22, children $12.50, and seniors are $16. If you're camping at the park, you do get like a small discount. I think it's like $1 So I ordered mine online, so we didn't get the discount, but just so you know that campers do get a little bit of a discount.
So that's right next door. And the city of Beckley is about 10 minutes up the road, and whatever in the world is up there, you got it. There's no shortage of stores or restaurants in this whole area.
Yes.
It's all over the place.
Right.
So that's the city of Beckley. Now, if you want something else to do while you're in this area, you can take about a 35-minute ride in the car, and you can go to
New River Gorge National Park and Preserve, where you drive across the bridge over the New River, and it is the third highest bridge in the United States at 876 feet, and it is the longest single span steel arch bridge in the Western Hemisphere. And you can also take a scenic drive on a little one-lane road that goes to the bottom of the gorge, which is how they once had to travel to get across the river back in the day.
It's a 100-year-old road, but it is paved.
Yes, it is, and it's not scary at all. The speed limit is 25 miles per hour. There are multiple pull-offs, there's multiple trailheads, and then when you get down and actually see the river and the rapids and all that, it is just phenomenal. So it is definitely worth a drive there.
Now, if you have the National Parks app on your phone, or actually they have one of those QR scan things that you can scan on your phone, while you're going down that scenic drive, if you maintain, I think it said 15 to 20 mile an hour, you have an audio tour that goes along with the ride down.
Which is very interesting. Yes. We learned a lot.
And there's pull-offs, like Sharon says, you can pull off, take pictures. There's also another pull-off down that you can actually get off and go to the water.
Right.
And there's falls that you can go look at, waterfalls.
Mines, you can hike to mines, to old mines. Don't go into mines, but there's multiple trails. What we did learn is we didn't have enough time there. One day's not enough because it is a very spread out park. So, but since we kind of make this trek, we could like hit different parts whenever we come back. One day was great, and we finished up with lunch at, what was the name of the place? It was a country store, Swift Country Store, right? I'll put it down here. But anyway, really good food. Sandwiches. He had a hamburger, french fries.
Great hamburger. Great french fries.
You could take the dogs with you, by the way, to the New River Gorge National Park, and they can walk on the trails. They have to be on a leash.
There's a giant visitor center there that you can get out, and you can, there's some trails here that you can walk to overlooks that are easy to do. So, you know, if you
just want to go look down.
Yeah, if you want to look down or
you can go down.
Yeah, there's one that.
Yeah, we went to the. So
that
there's,
was no.
Yeah, there's 3 different visitor centers. The one we went to is the Canyon Rim Visitor Center, because that's the one that was closest to us. So it's also the one that's right by the bridge, which is the attraction, and it is on US 19, which we're told is a really scenic drive. And we were going to take that drive on with our motorhome, but we were having a little bit of an electrical thing, so we wanted to get back here because we already planned to meet an RV tech. But our problem was resolved when we plugged in, so we'll have to fill you in on that later.
The Magic Fix-It Fairy just came and sprinkled dust and fixed itself.
Yes.
So okay.
So, but we were under a time restraint, or we would have taken that ride.
Right.
It was like an hour longer.
Now, also from here, and we didn't get to do it, we ran out of time, is what's it called, Sandstone?
Yeah, well, there's multiple places. Sandstone is just one place. There's also
they have a big falls there at Sands. We were told it was gorgeous to go look at.
Yeah, Sandstone Visitor Center.
Yeah, Sandstone Falls, but that's an hour from here, which is something you could do, but we didn't get to do it.
Yeah, Thurman Historic District. We were at the Canyon Rim Visitor Center. So, I mean, this place is massive. Hold it up, yeah. So,
there you go.
We were just there exploring. I would love to go back there and do some of the hikes, longer hikes. I did little hikes. We did little walks. In case we didn't mention, the name of that road, that scenic drive that we took, it's the Fayette Station Road Scenic Drive.
It's about 8 miles.
And there is another scenic drive there too.
And it goes in on one side of the bridge, goes straight down, and comes up the other side of the bridge.
Right. And the other drive, do you remember the name of it? There is another drive, but it's much longer.
Yeah, I think it's just a New River Scenic Drive or something like that, but it
Yeah.
takes 3 or 4 hours to do that.
Anyway, you could spend a lot of time. There's a lot of activities to do there, from whitewater rafting to hiking to
Class 4 rapids.
kayak. Yeah, there's some rapids there, and to rock climbing and just sightseeing. It's a lot to do.
Yep.
It's a really cool place. I want to back up to where we were talking about driving US 19 here. We were coming from our last stop, Lazy Caves
Lazy Cave in Elkview.
in Elkview, West Virginia, to here. So normally an 88-mile trip if you take the turnpike and pay, or it's like 125 if you go US 19.
We did take the turnpike, and it was $6.75 for my motorhome and my tow vehicle.
Yes, cash. Cash or
No
easy
debit
pass.
cards.
No debit cards.
And every toll plaza along the turnpike is $6.75 for me. I had to go through 2 of them.
Yep. So
But
worth it.
it's
Worth
worth
because
it.
we were trying to get here
Yeah.
in a timely manner.
I guess we're going to wrap this up. It's time to we're pack it up and hit the road time. We've got a big day today.
Yeah.
30 miles.
This is one of those days that you like have to leave as late as you possibly can, so you're not arriving before check-in.
Made my head itch. Anyway, so this is Gary and Sharon, Rough Road RV Life. We like looking at freedom. Click like and subscribe. And once again, we thank everybody that watches our videos. We appreciate it.
We appreciate the comments and the shares. Thank you so much.
Yes. So, I guess it's time to go. Safe travels.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay. Woohoo! We're talking about driving US 19 here. We were coming from our last stop, which was the last stop.
You opened this trap. Where were we at? Where were we at 4 days ago? I don't know. I don't know.
Was it Dylan? No.
No.
All right. Well, so
Where were we at?
This is what happens when you travel full time. Oh, we were at Lazy Caves.
Lazy Caves.
Okay.
Yeah.
So